Let's talk about why you need to decenter men in your midlife, especially as you enter into your main character era. Now, it's not that I hate men, I just don't need a man in my life. Here's a little side slant on this one. Whenever I put my videos out into the world, 95% of the shitty, most horriblest, dirty, disgusting comments come from men. Why is that? I want to unpack this with you right now. You know that we're part of something so much bigger. We're part of the collective unconsciousness, and our DNA is connected to each other. Within that DNA is old imprinting that men still think, and we think this too, like it's in our shadow side. We think men are superior and women are inferior. Please don't come at me and shout and go, no, this is not true. My invitation is for you just to try this wisdom on, see how it feels for you. And if it doesn't resonate, throw it over your shoulder and move on. And yet, if it does resonate, let's keep going with this. Because what I see over and over again is men moving through the world with the audacity. One of the things that I always say is have the audacity of an old white male who is not very attractive but thinks he's the God's gift. You cannot tell me that there is something going on in this world for men to be able to do that. Yet, and I've worked with women for over 35 years, women believe that they are powerless, that they are victims. And I get it. I could keep unpacking this, and this is all in our DNA. We carry this. But what I've seen, and all through my research and all through my studies, is women are so powerful. And women, you need to stop thinking that you're powerless. You've got to stop dropping into your victim frequency, your victim archetype. And how do you do this? Well, if you're anything like me, you spend years doing a research project on it and unpacking where this all came from for our patriarchal society and your deep conditioning that have come down through your generational lineage. And yet, if you don't want to do that, here's what I suggest. Stop thinking someone's going to come and save you. Stop putting men and women on a pedestal. Stop thinking there are gurus out there. Remove everybody from above you and stand there yourself. Stand your ground in your life. Shift your identity right now, this very moment. Shift it into main character energy. You are the star of the show, your show, and you get to write the script of your show too. You get to choose who you pull on into your life and who you remove from your life. Focus on yourself. Stop looking over there. One of the things I say, you've got to stay in your own lane. Stop being in everyone's business. Start focusing deeply on yourself. Stop caretaking. Stop trying to solve everyone else's problems. You haven't got an inexhaustible amount of energy. This is why you think you're powerless, because your energy is going everywhere else but you. Take men off the pedestal. Oh, did I say that? Let's say it again. It's worth saying. Men are no better, no worse than you. What I see in my arena as a psychotherapist is that women are becoming more emotionally mature and men haven't caught up yet. Women are growing, they're evolving. Men are being a little bit more stubborn and they still think that they don't have to do any work. Stop doing all the emotional labor, especially for men. That's what I found in my last marriage. I was doing all the emotional labor, and yet it's like taking care of a house, taking care of the kids. It's not looked upon as, it's not given a value, and yet your job is to give it a value. Doing all the emotional labor in a relationship is exhausting. You want, as I said right at the beginning, I don't hate men. And it's like, I'm not telling you not to be with a man. What I'm suggesting is you decenter them. You stop thinking that they're going to shift, transform your life. more often than not, they're not going to do that. They're going to be a burden. They're going to bring you down because they're not willing to do the inner work. They're not willing to look at themselves and to heal their wounding that we all carry through life. You are powerful. You're ultra, ultra powerful. Men know that. Men really do know that deep down underneath layers and layers and layers of conditioning. Men know that women are so powerful. And the ways that you see this power exerted in the world is women will use their looks, seduction, their bodies. I'm all for it. If that's what floats their boat, then go for it. You've got to find your power, your genius. And the only way you're going to do that is by stopping taking care of everybody else and being in everyone else's business.